The Lakers just sold for the second time in a year. That's a little weird. As you know, the Lakers just sold for $12.5 billion to Bob Iger, the former CEO of Disney, and Josh Kushner, the brother of the president's son-in-law. Now, the Lakers selling for $12.5 billion is not weird. The weird part about it is they had just gotten sold a year ago for $10 million to Mark Walter. Now, who's Mark Walter? Well, Mark Walter is the CEO of Guggenheim. He is the majority stakeholder in the Los Angeles Dodgers. Interesting. Now, you would think that makes sense. Walter owns the Dodgers, owns the Lakers. He's the top guy in LA. He's the top guy in sports. So then why did he sell it? Well, Mark Walter's a businessman, and he has a couple of ventures out there. A couple of them are insurance companies, and he isn't being investigated by the FBI. He's accused of fraud, misreporting finances. He had said that he only had about $1.2 billion wrapped up in loans. It turns out that he had over $17 billion. That's not great. So obviously, Walter, he's not being convicted of any wrongdoing, but he's certainly being accused, and I think that it's very convenient timing that he would sell the Lakers for $12.5 billion when he needs to make payments back on $17 billion. In fact, his conglomerate was approaching multiple investment firms to try to get quick cash to try to pay down those loans. And to add more fuel to the fire, apparently this deal happened very quickly over a course of 72 hours. My best guess is Iger and Kushner, who were in on a Las Vegas expansion team, caught wind that Walter might be in a little bit of trouble, might be a little bit strapped for cash, said, hey, we'll turn around, we'll pay you $2.5 billion more than you paid last year, and let's get this done. And Walter, you would think if he was really looking to sell the team just to sell it and get, big money, he would be courting people over maybe a couple of months, maybe even a year. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. They were just sold for $10 billion, the most a team has ever been sold for. But no, in the course of 72 hours, this guy gets approached and sells the most profitable, the most valuable team in sports history. It has to be tied to that investigation. It